In this video, I redesigned the Marionette because one of you guys asked me to. Let's get into it. So originally, I wanted to do something more organic like ingenious because I thought that would look more unsettling. So I did a block out for the model and then started sculpting it. But then 30 minutes in, I realized I really didn't like this design. So I started completely from scratch. I really like the segmented body from this fan art by Leafy, and it reminded me of actual marionettes and artist mannequins, and the way they move is so uncanny. I thought it'd be great for a redesign of a horror character, especially considering how that kind of uncanny movement isn't done much. So I start with a block out with a few subdivided cubes, and then I sculpted them to get a more carved wooden look you see on artist mannequins, and to get the right forms that I wanted. Then I did something called retopology, which is basically the 3D modeling equivalent of watching paint dry, but I have to do it to get the shape I want and to have more control over it. Retopology is basically where you go over an object with a high number of faces to simplify the geometry but retain the shape. I think the retopology alone took about an hour, but it makes a huge difference and it's completely worth it. Here I got a wood material from a Blender add-on I have, so it more closely resembles a real life marionette, and I tweaked it a bit to get it closer to what I wanted. The add-on is called Blender Kit. When I started this model, I knew I wanted to exaggerate the lankiness of the puppet because I think it makes it look more unnatural. Here I made some edits to the model to make it look more like a mannequin, and I did the same thing I did with the chest here. Here I finished modeling the arms, and I made a new stripy texture for the forearms. Then I modeled the legs, which actually look like limbs, and I spent way too much time sculpting the face, so I'm gonna make you watch it. I think making the face really detailed but still uncanny would be the scariest option here, or at least the scariest that I thought of. So I made it really wrinkly and oversized the mouth and eyes. I retopologized the face as well, so that it'll be easy to animate and so that I could refine the shape. I added a dirty porcelain texture to the face, like you see in some dolls. Then I modeled the buttons and placed them on the body. And then I rigged it. I did a little bit of off-camera mining and added inverse kinematics to all the limbs and also the head, because I'm weird. I also added these strings to make it look a bit more like a marionette. I think it moves a lot more like a marionette with the inverse kinematics. And as long as you've got the shoulder facing the right way, it looks like it's just gravity holding it down. So yeah, that's the model. I hope you like it. As you can see, I've not exactly mastered the marionette animation style yet, but I'm a big fan of this model and this concept. I think I want to do more with this model, or this type of model. I've got a really big video in the works right now that'll probably be coming out next month. And also, I'm going to be switching to fortnightly uploads. Sounds not much like Fortnite. I'm not going to switch to a gaming channel. I'm going to be switching to videos every 2 weeks so that they can be a bit better, because over the last few weeks, it's just been me stressing about making the video good, but not spending so much time on it that I can't get out by the end of the week. So I think the best thing for me to do is give myself another week per video, just to make it so much better. But yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Holy...